For joining us today. As above, so below. We are talking about Mars energy, teaching every one of you guys. If this is your first time in my live, my name is Chief Apostle Samuel Jr. I'm the apostle and pastor of Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ Incorporated, and my beliefs are deeply rooted in the ATRs, the African traditional religions. Thank you so much to each and every one of you guys that subscribe to my channel. And this particular channel is up under the guidelines of YouTube. And so I want to say thank you to my madrina, to my padrino, to my oba, and to all of my brothers and sisters in Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lukumi, Congo, Palo, Mystic, Ajay, those that work conjure in the church, those that are working conjure with church influence. I want to say hello and to happy Tuesday to each and every one of you guys. Excited about who I am as a Sagittarius, Moon in Aries, and Rising Sign Pisces. Thank you for all of those that follow me, that support what we do on this platform, because it is what we do here important, and what needs to be said needs to be said. And I thank God for having the voice and having the ability to be able to vocalize and use intellect to be able to give you facts, give you knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, and why these things are important. What's up, Mama Susan? How you doing, Mama Susan? What's up, my baby Scorpio? Make that money, girl. Thank you so much to each and every one of you guys. As you begin to chime in, I want to say to each and every one of you guys, thank you so much for participating and tolerating. I was on TikTok earlier, and I was sharing the unadulterated truth, and and they shut my live down, and I haven't had that word, so it's not going to be up until November the 5th on election day. But thank God I got another social media platform. But I said it, I meant it, I wanted them to hear it, and I knew they were going to have a problem with it, but it's the truth, it's the truth. And so therefore, this is why being equipped to be able to deal with people that don't want to deal with the truths that are out here, that are very, very important to our personal growth and development. And when I say that I'm here and I've been doing magic since I was a child, there are certain things that I'm aware of, and certain things that I interact with. And these are some of the times that white supremacy has given us a dome light into the mind of the white men. I want y'all to understand something. When I tell you about real magic, I'm talking about chaos energy. I'm talking about the universe. I'm talking about Mother Earth. I'm talking about how we use conjure in the church, how we use it in Ifa or Voodoo or Santeria. I have had the pleasure of being encountering people with prejudice in these ATRs, but because of the fact that I am a thoroughbred when it comes to Haitian voodoo, and I was born with my gifts, my spirits, and my talents, it allowed me to be able to navigate in these spiritual streets. Minister Mario and I would have never gotten as far as we had if it wasn't for voodoo. And so I want to say thank you to each and every one of you guys that allow me to be my authentic self and to share stuff that is really going on, that really affect melanated people, that really affect our finances. And why I say that is because what they did not like what I said is that my Latin brothers in these ATRs, and my Spanish brothers and sisters in these ATRs and all around this globe found out just a few days ago the very people that they trying to be adjacent to, what they really think about them. And I said this, and I will say it again. The mere fact that black people are the inventors, black men and women are the inventors of everything that everybody on this planet is utilizing and benefiting from. The mere fact that NASA is able to launch, and Tesla, I think his name was able to go into space, is because of black women coming up with the figures that were necessary not only to lift off and get to the moon, but also how to retrieve that capsule when it came back into the Earth's orbit. And there's so many things that other people and other races are benefiting from, for their ancestors and their loved ones, off of the backs of black men and women, the gods and goddesses of the universe. And they didn't want to hear that. And when they found out on a couple of days ago that One thing about white supremacy, it is the idea that white men are superior to all other men. That is the idea. That is the thought, which is a false thought, because they are the most receptive gene. And so therefore, by being a receptive gene, that gene, they have to procreate with white women. Black men or black women can procreate with any national. That means our energy can work with any pattern of energy. That's why that is important. That is because we are the natural alchemists of the universe, the natural alchemists of Mother Nature. We that's what we are comprised of. That's why it is so important. That's why we are so hated. But I said to them on my live, I said, the mere fact that black people already knew how white people felt about Latino people. And the whole art of being white is to lie, to steal, and to deceive. And so because they made certain promises to you, and the reason this is important, guys, is these same people are the same people that work there in Gangas against melanated people and for the benefit of caucasity. These are the same people that are initiating caucasity into these closed practices and saying that it is okay to initiate them when they know that the mentality of most of these people are very destructive to black people, which are the gods of these cauldrons, the gods of these practices and goddesses. And when you are unbothered by the fact that somebody is, and somebody that is endeavoring to genocide black people, they have done it over and over. So I say to you, they were calling Michelle Obama a monkey and a man. You were silent. They had a noose around the neck of a doll representing President Obama. You sat silent. Not all of you, but a lot of you. And I said this on my TikTok. I said, when they can do it to your mom and daddy, who are you? When people don't like your mom and daddy, how you think they like the children? The black woman carries the Eve gene. All of these things are synonymous, because when you go get your work done, I'm going to say this again. When you go get your work done and they are calling up their ancestors, and you sitting your black ass, your black behind up there, you got to understand what them spirits looking at. And how those, because every practice has to use their ancestors. I don't care if it's Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria. And if they're prejudiced and their ancestors are prejudiced, this is going to affect your work. And this is why a lot of black people do not excel in a lot of these ATRs when we go to other places and spaces. I understand that what I do on these platforms are not popular, but they're yet truthful. I understand that everybody does not want to hear what was said, because you weren't offended when they were saying all those things about black men and black women. But all of a sudden you're in outrage what they're saying about Puerto Ricans. Not that I think what he said or what they're saying is the truth or is factual or is fair. What I am saying, that you have your own prejudice like you got from white people about black people. And I know it don't feel good. I understand your rage. We've been upset for millions and millions of years. But nobody listened. When we warned you how they were, you didn't listen. To all my Cuban brothers and sisters that I know you're going to be out there doing your conjure, trying to help the Republican Party. I know you're going to be out there because you think you're adjacent to them. But one thing I said, and I will say it again, loud and proud, that white supremacy, the beauty of the idea of white supremacy, is they have no problem telling you you're not white. Because when we black people told you, Brazilian, that you were black, you told us no. When we told you, Venezuela, that you were black, you told us no. Every time we tried to tell you if you got a little black in you, you black in their eyes, you told us that was not true. And I heard videos, stop trying to make us black. Well, we don't have to do it anymore. Because you know what? this Republican Party all around the world gonna do? They're gonna tell you you're not white. So if you're not white, if you carry melanin, then you're black. And this is why this is important. Because people will take your black dollars that are green, but they won't give you white service. I'm going to say it again. I don't care who don't like it. Huh? That's why I strive hard like I do for melanated people. Because I hear, I see, and I have experienced the unfairness in the traditions. And that's why I stay to myself. That's why I don't expect people to do something for me that I don't do for myself. But when I sit here and I listen to all of my Latino, my Puerto Rican brothers and sisters, so I rage about being called trash, but you don't have a problem with black people, your mothers and fathers being called niggers. And the reason I say we, your mothers and fathers, because any one of these religions that you're practicing are black, they're African descent. And those are African gods and goddesses that you are worshiping and being devotees to. Melanated. We are the microcosm of the universe. And I know what I'm saying today on a Tuesday may not be popular, but it's still the truth. It may not be what you want everybody to be upset because they call y'all trash. It is nothing in comparison of how they used to do festivals and throw black babies into water to feed gators. And they used to use them as gator bait. Where was the outrage? They were eating our bodies. Where's the outrage? I can't wait till Caucasity tell them Arabians that they niggas too. My spiritual dad used to call them sand niggas. Those are country cousins. Because y'all Arabians don't think you black either. But don't worry. When this is all said and done, Caucasity gonna let all y'all know. While y'all was running around here looking at black people and helping insisting them being unfair to black people all around this globe and telling your daughters not to marry black men and telling your sons not to marry black women because they were beneath, oh, the truth is going to come out. You can steal all of our land and all of our knowledge, but you can't steal our anointing. We are the first ones. And the more awakened we become, as gods and goddesses, that parasite, it's like when an infection is in your body and you start getting those antibodies into that body, that virus starts to fight. And we cool with that because we have a strong immune system and we're going to wear that ass out. That parasite is going to be destroyed. You understand? We cool with that. We cool with that. But what I want you to understand is that you need to understand how politics play a part in your spiritual life, in your spiritual practice, and why your dollars don't go that far, even though you're spending the same money as everybody else. I see the unfairness. I see the imbalance. But since I'm a Sagittarius and my moon is Aries and my rising on Pisces, I don't play with them people. And I don't play with nobody that think they white. Because you're more dangerous than white people. And so when they raising up their ngangas and they calling on their ancestors and their ancestors come in and you sitting there talking about you being initiated, that's why I brought my own spirits. I brought my spirits with Minister Mario. That's why my spirits took over when his ancestry stopped showing up at his Misa. Then my ancestors step in. See, that's what the benefit of being a part of what I'm doing, because what they cannot do is override that power. You can dislike me, but you can't override that power. You can lie on me, but you can't override that power. You cannot like the truth that I tell, but that's the one beautiful thing about the truth. It don't change no matter what it is. And see, when you heard that Caucasity call y'all trash, you were highly offended, and rightfully so. And rightfully so. Out of all you did to build them up, and all you did to support them, and all you did, but you sound like a broken record too. You sound like that to black people because that's what we've been saying. Out of all we have done for them, out of all we have given them, this is the thanks in return. Now we the enemy. You want to practice our magic and treat us like the enemy. You want to take our culture and treat us like the enemy. You want to take our swag. You want to take our inventions. You want to put your label. Like, there's so many inventions and people out here making money off black products that they didn't even create. But you weren't upset about that. But now they're doing it to you. And guess what? I still don't like it that they're doing it to you, but I appreciate it because you wouldn't listen to us. We've been telling you the whole time you were not white. I don't care how much you flip your hair. I don't care how much color you put in your hair. I don't care how blonde you are. I don't care how hazel your eyes are, how blue they are. We all knew. Every melanated person on planet Earth knew. Do you understand scientifically that the black woman is the only person and creature on planet Earth that has the Eve gene? This is why this is significant. This is why her beauty was always criticized. Because when she's operating in her true element, she cannot be beat. I'm going to say it again. Maybe you didn't hear me the first time. When a black woman operates in her true element, she cannot be beat. But as long as she's trying to bring herself down to compete with you, that's why I don't believe in, I'm not looking for equality because we were never equal in the first place. I don't believe in some of these ideas. I don't believe in it. But how you feel like you have the ability to vote Republican and vote against your own interests because you feel like you're adjacent. That's what term we're going to use today. Because we on Mars energy, and I'm all about a good fight. I'm all about winning a war, and we got to first start with what Sir Whitey said, and why he felt comfortable saying it, and why they laughed when he said it. He meant exactly what he said because that's how they think. But we told y'all they think that way. But because you're not dark like me and your hair is not curly like mine and wool like mine, you thought you classified as white. But one thing about Caucasity and Ifa and Voodoo and Santeria and Lukumi and Palo, they're going to let you know you're not white. The only reason why you can practice the ATR is because of your melanin. Because if you were a Caucasity and you were full-blooded white man or white woman, you would not have access because their ancestors never practiced Palo. Their ancestors never practiced Voodoo. So they would not have a guide. And everybody tell them that everybody got a spirit from Congo and all this other stuff because we do understand that all life comes from Africa. But when we have a parasite that is trying to genocide and bring to an end black people out of their inferiority and their fragility, and that you co-sign with Caucasity, and now that Caucasity got what they wanted out of you, like they did us, now you mad? Now you mad? You know what? I'm going to say this loud and proud. We understand your anger like no other person on planet Earth. We understand your frustration, your disdain, and we understand why you giving your resume of what Latino and Puerto Rican people have contributed to these United States. Because black people have been saying that the whole time. The very White House that represents the United States was built off of the backs of black people. I promise you, we understand. We understand. We understand that the whole educational system by which they prosper came from black people. We understand. We understand all the cakes and the pies that y'all sell as a delicatessen came from black people. We understand my Puerto Rican and Spanish brothers and sisters that practice conjure, that preach the gospel. I promise you, we black people understand. Call them trash in front of millions of viewers, so now they know. See, they didn't get the hint when Donald Trump threw the toilet paper. They didn't understand the symbology behind that. He didn't hand it till he threw it to him because he didn't want to touch him. They didn't just, let me tell you something. Just like LeBron James can be called, but they can spray paint the word nigger on his mansion wall. See, you never get rich where white supremacy can't touch you. You don't get smart enough. You don't become a doctor or a Supreme Court justice. See, use a nigger to them. Rich nigger, poor nigger, knowledgeable nigger, anointed nigger, sexy nigga, good look. And let me tell y'all another thing, and I know you ain't gonna want to hear this because I'm gonna say it anyway. Because we've been trying to tell you this. Just because you sleep with them, gay, straight, or bi, you still trash. Just because you suck on them, lick on you, or they suck on you and lick on you, you still trash to them. Just like they were raping us, sodomizing us, and having babies with us, we still was niggas. We were building their homes and feeding their babies. We still was niggas. We were building empires for them, and we still was niggas. We understand. We understand. We not mad with you. We shocked that you shocked. Because we've been telling you the whole time, but you wouldn't hear from us because our lips too brown. Mine ain't pink. Mine is beige. Mine burgundy. You understand? So you didn't want to hear from the burgundy lips, the melanated lips. You need to hear them from them pink lips, what they really think about you. And think about how all those people laugh. It reminds black people of how when they was hanging niggas, how they sat there and celebrated and took pictures by the burnt bodies of niggas. And now you inviting them into Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi, Palo, Hoodoo. And you wonder why black people are upset. You're bringing the parasite. Well, how you think our ancestors feel? Because you claim to pass for white. How does it feel? Huh? Sonny is a beautiful woman, but in their book, she trash. Her husband is Haitian. They said Haitian people eat dogs and people's pets. They see you as trash. And I know that bothers you. But it should also bother you that they've been saying that about the original people of this planet. And of all we have done for them and with them. But the beautiful thing about it, they will never possess our power. And the last shall be first, and the first shall be last. That's why this is significant. This is why this is delicious. That's why they suspended my account on TikTok. I don't care. I bet they heard what I said. I bet they heard what I said. And guess what? No amount of suspending my account on TikTok is going to change the truth. No amount of getting upset what I said, my Latino brothers and sisters, is going to change the truth. I want to know how you going to do magic with African deities and then support white supremacy. Aloha, what's up, Miranda? You know how you be telling your kids, your daughters not to mess with, do not marry or have sex with black men? And you having your kid, you're telling your children to have sex with white men so your children can become more fairer and fairer skin. They still think your child trash. You seen the movie Imitation of Life? When that black woman had that child that could pass for white. And when that white boy found out that she was a beautiful girl. She was a well-built girl. But when he found out that she was black, he called her a nigger and slapped her in her face. 5 point. She said 528 on the island. All right then. I ain't gonna be on here long because I got to check out my hotel. But I wanted them to know. And I wanted to reiterate it again on my video. I'm gonna see y'all a little later on today. But I want y'all to hit the like button. I want y'all to comment behind this video. We've been trying to tell you, but you had to hear it from the pink lips. You didn't want to hear it from the burgundy lips. That's all this is about. It ain't nothing new up on the sun. We been know. We don't care. They don't care how much money you make. Their business. They don't care how much. They don't care. They don't care nothing about that. Tell them they always and will always care about their whiteness over everything. Over everything. I'm real, and that's why I'm true to my roots, and that's why I do not go out my way trying to commercialize my products and all of that, because I'm trying to keep their hands off of my stuff. And this is why I get so upset with melanated people that don't support real. You'll fight against me, but you won't fight against that caucasity. You want to root me. You'll want to use Obeah against me. You'll want to use voodoo against me. But you won't fight the real parasite, the real problem. Because I promise you, yeah, I'm on vacation, baby. I promise you, I ain't created one law that prohibits you from living your best life. Huh? I ain't created one law on planet Earth that keeps you from being all you can be in this life. There ain't but one species of person and one society of people that have ever created any laws that dehumanizes people. All right? So why you think I fight the way I fight? I don't care how successful I got. I know in the back of their mind, they're calling me a nigga. And it don't even bother me. Because you will get a nigga ass whooping over here. You will get some of this nigga conjure. I don't care what you think about me. As long as you don't put your hands on me. Because you're going to get some of this. You're going to get some of this nigga power on your ass and your ancestors. Unapologetically, I might add. Don't have no problem with that. That's why I support melanated people. That's why my platform is for melanated people. And when and I'm going to say this to my brothers and sisters, when y'all grow up and stop pretending it's not what it is, you will start supporting black people. You will stop saying the things that white people say about black people. So you can keep, because at the end of the day, they saying far worse about you. You know why? And I'm going to tell you all other nationalities outside of black people, because they have not gotten any more out of any other race of people than black people. And they have not envied any other people on this earth other than black people. And if they can talk about the most beautiful woman that ever walked planet Earth, like a dog, if they could talk about the most finest man, most structured man, most intelligent man that ever walked this planet, and call him a nothing and a nobody, baby, anything lesser than what he is, they have no problems demeaning you. If they can demean God or goddess, sir, ma'am, don't fool yourself. You ain't got enough money. You ain't got enough house. You ain't got enough cars. You ain't got enough fame. What's more famous than being the divine creators of the universe? And they walk around here and act like we are nothing and nobody while living off of our stuff. While teaching their children our knowledge. Huh? Can we place an order? Yes, you can place an order, baby. My website works 24/7. But I was going to come on here and say this before I check out. On their Wi-Fi. With my black dollars. I love y'all and I'll see y'all later, all right? God bless.